So, just ignore the fact that I'm playing Spider-Man. Um, but you know how it is with this channel. I was like, it was 3 in the morning, and I was like thinking about a bunch of Kojima games. I've been playing my way through every single Metal Gear game. I've only played Metal Gear Solid 1, 3, and 5, the MSX games. If, if like the fans don't even care about the MSX games, but I include them. And I was just thinking about the series that got me into Kojima, and I was thinking about Death Stranding, and I was just thinking about how much of a abysmal fucking failure that game was. Holy fuck! I remember it coming out last year in the summer, and you know, battling being a fucking loser and playing that game. Uh, I just felt like I was reliving COVID all over again, really. And that's what I wanted, but really what I wanted to say is the critical reception of that game pissed me the fuck off, dude. Um, Everyone was praising it, and I think the best example here is Moist Critical. He's basically like people criticize him for being like the fence sitter, and that's definitely what he is. Like he only talks about politics when it's popular. He only talks about things when he feels safe about it. Like he's a fence sitter, and that's true. That's why I don't really watch him anymore. Because even though he's funny as fuck, it's like he's kind of mainstream, and he's kind of like McDonald's of YouTube commentary videos. But like I'm not gonna be able to criticize what I'm trying to get across that well because I'm recording this at 3 in the morning. I was just up and I was thinking about the game and how everyone was praising it and how much it just pissed me the fuck off that it did. I have like 77 hours in Death Stranding 2. I finished the whole story. Um, you know, I got like 80% on the trophy list. I was thinking of getting platinum, but I was like, I just don't want to waste my time because it's just gonna be the same thing as the first game. So yeah. Um, so where do I start really with Death Stranding 2? Because it's like I remember watching the trailer and there wasn't really much mystique as to what was going to happen. And I really think the only reason Death Stranding 2 is praised is because you have basically everything upgraded from the beginning. So there's like really no loot. There's really no, and that's what makes the game fucking suck ass, really, because it's like there's really no um, improvement of how Sam is in the beginning, both as a character, talk about the writing, and as a game, because it's like the same fucking thing the whole time. Um, like the struggle, Sam's character arc in the first game is like he can't be touched. He has acid phobia, whatever the fuck it was. He doesn't like being touched. And like over the course of the game, you see how he connects to people like Fragile and Deadman and people like that. And you know, there's like a layer of authenticity to the story. It's like a if Metal Gear Solid 2 predicted the internet and uh, basically the factions and mind control that is going on daily through the algorithms, Death Stranding 2 predicted the 2020s and the COVID age, really. I don't really know what Death Stranding 2 predicted because it really is just the same fucking game. It tried to be a Last of Us 2 with its opening, with Lou dying or whatever. But like the way Kojima writes, I'm never gonna get emotional from a character dying in a Kojima game because his writing style is just anime slop, exposition, Christopher Nolan dialogue, really. And that's what's lovable about him with Metal Gear Solid, because it's like I'm not really, I'm not supposed to build a emotional connection for Snake. You know, he's just a caricature of 70s or 80s characters like Rambo, not Rambo, but Die Hard kind of characters. Uh, so yeah, like the arc with Sam in this game is just really fucking nothing. Nothing happens. It's the same. It's the same plot, but with a new coat of paint on it. So it's like there's a mystery, right? Of like who's Neil? Who's this guy? And the thing with Neil is, you get it happens the same exact way throughout the game. So like I knew how it was gonna play out. I knew like the final two episodes of the game would be like 2 hours of cutscenes, and it really wasn't because there's really no story here. It was just like 20 minutes, which disappointed me because I actually like cutscenes. So it's like, and Sam has no fucking arc. He loves everybody. He has nowhere to go. And like maybe you could say like, oh, he's grieving fucking Lou, but they take that back at the end of the game when Lou is revealed to be Tomorrow, so like she was never dead in the first place. And like apparently Tomorrow is going to be the main protagonist in 3. I'm probably not even going to play 3 even though I love Kojima, but uh yeah, sorry if this is I'm not going to edit this, so get fucked. And honestly, no one's going to listen to this, and uh but it just pisses me off people's opinions of this game because it has like an 86 on Metacritic, I think. And like the first game just got dogged on. When that game is actually a fucking masterpiece. And this game is just a repeat. It's literally oh my god, my swinging. It's literally just a fucking like people make did people need 6 years to evaluate their opinion on the game before they were like, oh, it's actually good. It's actually really good, guys. It's like, how about you play the fucking game the first time? It's like progress through the story, because like the fun of Death Stranding is just walking in cutscenes. That's the fun of Death Stranding. If you don't like that, don't fucking play Death Stranding. So the fact that you have like all the fucking guns and all the fucking things from the beginning, Kojima really knew what he was doing. He had like a American brain on it. So everyone that played it now is like, oh my god, it's so good. Like shut the fuck up. It's the same game. Um, the only thing that was impressive about Death Stranding 2 was the cutscene in the opening cutscene with the landscapes. Um, like that was like actually that was photorealistic. I was like, holy fuck. That was the only time in the PS5 generation I've been impressed with graphics. The only thing I've been impressed about with the PS5 is the load times. That's literally the only thing impressive about this stupid console. And also the fact I have a built-in mic so I could just talk shit while you know, can't sleep. Uh, Also the fact that the soundtrack for Death Stranding 2 kind of sucks ass. I don't know who was. I think the guy that did the soundtrack for the first game, he didn't do the soundtrack. It was just music Kojima liked. But Low Roar, I think the guy that made that music died, sadly. R.I.P. Seriously, because he made really good music. He did. He made really good music. Uh, but like Wilder Kid or whatever, uh, and just yeah, like the only time I got like enjoyment out of the music was when Asylum for the Feeling played in Death Stranding 2 when I was going down the mountain. But that's just a reused song from the first game when you're about to connect to the East Coast. of in Death Stranding 1. So it's just like it's just a reuse. It's just nostalgia bait, so it's like it's not anything new. Fuck off. And Kojima repeats plots a lot. And Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 are basically the same game. Talk about the MSX ones. Uh, and like maybe they're different philosophically, but they're really just the same narrative, and that's the same case here. Sam has no arc. The only time we see his grief over Lou is like, when he finds out he's really dead, apparently, when he's in the shower naked and shit. And yeah, and the antagonist is just like Higgs. He's just like a one-note supervillain who's like, I hate you, Sam, for no reason, really. At least with the first game, you know, Higgs made sense, and there was like a bigger thing going on than just Higgs. There was Cliff and what else? There was Cliff and the USCA conspiracy of like what made the bridge babies, and you find out like Cliff is connected to the bridge baby, and the bridge baby is Sam, and uh, Higgs is a cool villain in between all that shit. He isn't really a main villain, and they do the same thing, but just Neil and Higgs don't connect throughout this game. So it's like, you know, you just find out Neil is the guy who was gonna cuck Sam of the love of his life before the stranding happened, and that's all he was. That's literally all he was. So like there was no fucking point to the plot. Uh, and like when I finished the game and I saw Tomorrow, who's Lou, uh, looking at the new Continental Plate before she ventured out, I was like, wow, that fucking sucked. Uh, the the uh, the theme doesn't really fit the same when we're in Australia. The theme of the first game is like, you're in a you're in such an isolated United State, like dystopic United States, You could see a dilapidated mall, but it's like this place basically looks prehistoric now, and that's what made this game so revolutionary in my mind. 'Cause it was like sci-fi dystopia that was very well made. I think the world of Death Stranding is very unique, but they didn't do anything with this world. Um, I thought the concept of Sam not being able to die and him having to live through the grief because he can't fucking die, he kills himself like 100 plus times after Lou dies, and like his hair is gray and shit. Like that's the only time. Like I thought that they did something interesting with Sam. Uh, the only good thing about this game was Dull Man. Even though he's just an exposition dump character, he was pretty cool. I fucked with them. Uh, and all the shelters are really just basic. Even with as much personality as Kojima tries to implant on the people around you that you deliver packages to, the world of Death Stranding is just pretty fucking empty, even in the first game. But I feel like that serves the broader narrative in the first game. Uh, this game just felt like a waste of resources because it really, honestly, was, in my opinion. Because the game just begins and it's like some fragile comes to Sam's encampment after he fucks off after saving Lou and leaving the USCA. I think that's the name. Uh, and she's just like, I need you to connect up out of Mexico and Australia, please. It seems like, oh fuck, okay. And then Higgs just comes out of nowhere, and he's just like, I'm evil. Ah. It's like, who wrote this game? Because it felt like it was written by AI. And also there was like some AI symbolism or whatever in Death Stranding 2, but like there was no themes. There's nothing to analyze. I remember looking up this guy's channel, Future Sound Productions. Like that's my favorite Kojima analysis channel, and he's just like sucking Kojima's dick with Death Stranding 2. But like he hasn't made any videos analyzing Death Stranding 2, and I bet he never will because there just isn't any fucking thing to talk about with this game. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. Yeah, it was just 80 hours of walking, and that's what I liked about it. Um, I like it because it's just the first game, but it's the most unnecessary sequel ever made. And you could say the same about this game, Spider-Man 2, but at least there was fucking Venom and Miles Morales and new shit. And comics are meant to be a repetitive narrative. Kojima is meant to be a philosophical, cool ass dude that makes awesome fucking philosophical games every fucking time. Like Metal Gear 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 are like complete opposites, but they're so awesome thematically back to back together. You know, uh, Metal Gear Solid 2 is like about the future and AI and a protagonist that you didn't expect to be playing as. And the third is just like fan service, but it's actually like a reflection on how war is cyclical and how some people will never be seen for the sacrifices that they've made. And it's like an awesome, it's also awesome as a period piece of the 60s Cold War. And also, Raiden is in it, and he's gay for the main antagonist, and that was awesome. Uh, those Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are masterpieces. I haven't finished Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm still getting on that. I'm finishing up Metal Gear 5 Phantom Pain right now. That's also a fucking masterpiece. So what I'm saying is like every Kojima game, top to bottom, game to game, is such a improvement. Either it be philosophically, gameplay wise, or yeah. So it's like the only thing that this brought to the table was a slight graphical upgrade, and I'm excited for the Death Stranding TV show, I guess. I love the world of Death Stranding, and I probably will platinum it since I have no life someday. But holy shit, Death Stranding 2 sucks ass, and I hate the fact that everyone loves it. Why does everybody love this game? Are we gonna get some real critical thinking at some point to realize that it's just the same narrative? And I don't need to be up at 3 in the morning to tell you this, because it literally is. And like the plot twists, whatever the fuck, like Die Hardman being like, "Oh, I was actually Charlie, the robot thing the whole time." It's just like, why didn't you just say that? This game is so stupid. And like, what else even is there in this game? Australia is such a lame ass continent. Like, there's nothing new about it. The only new thing about Death Stranding 2 world-wise is like the characters, I guess. The world of Australia is the exact same as the US in Death Stranding 1. You know, there's a big mountain in the middle, and there's some rainforest and desert on it. I like the desert. I like Mexico. I like Mexico in Death Stranding 2. I thought the sandstorms were fucking awesome. I like the day and night cycle. Uh, Maybe it should have been in the first game, but I love the gray skies of Death Stranding 1. I mean, that just added to the atmosphere. Uh, but it's like it has the same structure. The way Kojima makes open world games is he has like the first 2 hours or first half of the game in one map, and then he makes another map, and they're basically the same. You know, Metal Gear 5 has Afghanistan and Africa. Death Stranding 1 has the east coast of the US and then the west coast. and this game has Mexico and Australia. But it's like it only really works in the first game because it's like you're crossing the country, and this game is just like it's just the same shit. It's just like the way I'm ranting right now. It's the same shit because how is this an improvement when it's just the plot is literally just set up more waypoints, set like connect people to the internet so we could connect more people to the internet in the third game. It's like this is just so fucking useless. I wasted so much time playing this shit. Even though I enjoyed walking around again, I wish Death Stranding 2 was not made. I really wish it wasn't. Um, oh yeah, and what the fuck was up with the raindrops keep falling on my head? I mean, like all I think about when I hear that song is Spider-Man 2, the movie, not this game, but like it plays in the beginning, it plays when what the fuck was that pregnant character's name? Like Rain or some shit? Um, yeah, they just kept playing that song. Like, okay, Kojima, I know you like copyrighted music, but this doesn't really fit any. Like, maybe he's going senile or something, but dude, I am so hyped for OD and what's the other game? Physiant, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm really hyped for OD. I'm so sad I have a PlayStation because I can't play OD and it's gonna have my baddie Hunter Schafer in the game. I'm like, holy fuck, this is gonna be a new horror game with Hunter Schafer, bro. Get me on that shit, and it's only on Xbox. Fuck me. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I'm excited for what Kojima makes next. But Death Stranding 2 on the beach uh, was a horrible game. Uh, it's a good game only because it's literally the first game with a new coat of paint. Slightly, it's there's not even a new coat of paint on it. It's just worse. Uh, don't play Death Stranding 2. It's like the only Kojima game I'd say to stay away from because it's just a waste of time. Uh, that's about it. See ya.